Hi, and welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel. I think. I know it's the Save It for Parts channel, but I don't remember if I'm in the middle of a Sandland video or if this is the start of a new video. This is a very professional and well-organized channel, as you can tell. If this is the middle of a video, then you won't see any of this because I'll cut it out or I'll throw it into outtakes. But if this is the start of a new Sandland video, then hi, and welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel. We're down here in our underground tunnels. We're doing some digging, and especially today, we're doing some maintenance and some improvements on the existing haul tunnel system. I just have my little pocket flashlight here. Again, very organized and prepared channel this. One of the main problems when digging sand and hauling the sand out in these little wagons is, number one, this series of hairpin turns, and especially, maybe not that turn, but this turn right here. I always tip over the wagon. I always spill my sand into that spot where the buckets are. So this particular curve in the tunnel is just terrible. Now the other problem is in the main haul tunnel here on the way out, there are a couple low spots, like right here. This is basically right at 6 feet, and I'm 6 feet. So I don't bash my head here unless I'm wearing a helmet or a hard hat, and then I bash my head more, which is kind of ironic. So I want to come in and make this a little bit taller. Now, to address that first problem of tipping over in the hairpin turns, we are extending the haul tunnel back this way. So we're digging it out longer, and it's supposed to curve back into the donut room and avoid all these turns, avoid all this stuff here, and be more of a gentle curve into our digging area. But that's going to take a while. You can see here we've basically just started extending that from the junction that goes back into Dave's Cheese. So today the main thing I want to do is fix that ceiling in the haul tunnel, scrape it out a little bit taller so I can actually get through it without smashing my head. At this point in my life, I like to stand up when I'm in a tunnel. I like to walk through a tunnel, not crawl through it, not crouch through it. So I'm making this taller. Down here at the sandbar again, and I found something cool at a garage sale recently. This is a manhole lid popper. So now we can do stuff like this. All right, I was going to show you a digging montage, but I've actually just chiseled through the power cord on my jackhammer. That's the second time with this particular one. You can see I've already replaced it once. So this one's out for the count. I think it might be about time to retire this one anyway. It's starting to lose power. The armature's having trouble, and it's just not hitting with the power that it originally did. Now, I keep buying these Extreme Power US 1400 watt jackhammers or demolition hammers because they're really cheap. They're like $90 online, and they actually last quite a while. Despite the stupid name, Extreme Power US makes pretty good tools. I bought this particular one. This is my number 2 chisel, and I bought this particular one in November of 2020. I just had to look that up on my email. It is now late summer 2024, so this has lasted essentially 4 years before it's started to wear out. For a $90 tool, 4 years of mining, that's pretty good. Fortunately, since these are only $90, I have a couple of spares kicking around for when I inevitably kill them. I want to tape some 100 micron screen over these air intakes. That really prolongs the life of these in a sandstone environment because otherwise it'll ingest sand and it'll grind itself to pieces a lot faster than 4 years. All right, we're back here at the sandbar again. It has been, I think, months since I was digging. I've been really spending all summer working on the geodesic dome up top, so you'll have to go check out those videos for what we've been up to. I was going to film this with my little handy cam that I normally use in the tunnel, but all the batteries for it are dead, so we're resorting to the phone, which is a little less convenient, doesn't go on a tripod as well, so I might not be doing as much filming today. We also have a radio reporter out here interviewing the owner of Sandland, so that's kind of interesting. I might be on there for a minute as well. I will throw a link to that radio piece whenever that comes out, and you can check that out too. We're back at Sandland for another dig day. It's a little bit snowy here, and I'm trying not to slip down the hill as I film this. My camcorder that I was going to bring out, well, I did bring it out, and it now is recording in rainbow blast mode. So, yeah, I'm just going to film this on my phone, apparently, which has terrible resolution on the selfie cam here and has no handheld stabilization. So this might be a really bad video sequence today. I always talk about the humidity down here in the Sandland tunnels, and you can see it where the humid air comes out to the surface. So I haven't quite decided what I'm working on this trip. I could keep working down here in the sandbar, and we could keep expanding that area, which is kind of the infinite expansion. We could make this closet bigger or a little more organized. We could do some more work back here. I still want to put a battery bank down that little alcove and power these lights. Or we could go over here. There's been a lot of work going on over in Dave's area. He's expanding back into this direction. I haven't even gone back there yet. Over here, so this is the third adit, the new hall tunnel out to the exit there. And this used to end, well, right about here in some prior videos, but people have been expanding this. So this is going to continue back into the main working area. Now, people sometimes ask about ceiling stability in here, and here's an example of really our only stability issues are when we run into these cracks. So this is a crack, kind of large, kind of deep, kind of, I don't know, goes in there a ways. It's just kind of a geologic fault in the sandstone. And these aren't really that dangerous unless you're disturbing them. So if you're chiseling right underneath here, you can have loose stuff fall out of the crack. That's why I wear a hard hat when I'm working in here. And we have shored up one or two of these just in the worst areas where we think either stuff might fall out or the crack could be an issue for future digging. But generally, we just leave these alone and they don't cause any issues. The geology here is really not active. This is all sedimentary rock from millions of years ago. It really hasn't changed much in millions of years. We don't get a lot of earthquakes. We don't get a lot of groundwater down here. We are still above the water table. So this rock formation should continue to stay stable for thousands of years more. Some other projects in progress that I have not been working on. Down here is this is the bottom of sort of a slide that people are working on. All right, it looks like the slide is not ready yet, so I will definitely not be showcasing that in this video. Maybe when it's a little closer to done, we'll go down there and see what the slide looks like. And then I'm always excited to check out Dave's area because he's got just this crazy, wacky system of ups and downs and stairways and loops and spheres, and it's crazy. This is just, I still think this is the best part of Sandland. I love this area. I get lost in here far more than any of the other mazes, even the original crawl maze. This crazy loop stuff, this spherical orb, ball, whatever these are great. This is my favorite part of the whole tunnel system. If you're wondering why that prior shot was kind of weird and smushed against the wall, it's because I didn't bring a tripod, so I carved a slot in the wall and stuck the phone in there. I wonder why my phone is always full of sand. One of these days, we're going to find out that these little iron concretions are actually worth something, and then we'll regret throwing most of them away. Welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel, unless I'm putting this clip in the middle of a Sandland video, in which case, welcome back to the middle of the video. It's about -1,000,000 degrees outside. It is January. We're going through a massive cold snap, but it's still 50 degrees down here in the tunnels, so it is shirt sleeve weather, and we are still digging. So we are expanding the sandbar. As always, we're continuing to go this way, and today I actually have help. So we have Kyle from Indiana up here. He is going to help muck out the tunnel as I dig more. And the camera that I'm shooting on, the preview screen is stuck in psychedelic 1960s mode. I think I dropped it or something. I'm pretty sure the video is normal, but if this video looks like an acid trip, I do apologize. This is what my camcorder screen looks like. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Some kind of filter blew out, so it is a little trippier than normal. So it's getting dark outside. This is about the amount of sand that has come out in the last couple weeks. Fairly good pile of sand. We are going to have to haul all of that up the hill eventually with the antique tractor, and hopefully nobody dies on the antique tractor. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is definitely a pretty good production for a few weeks of sand digging. All right, I think we're done for the day. We've had about 67 beers. We've hauled about 12 wagons.
84, I think.
84 beers. And that's each, right?
Each.
We've hauled about 12 wagons of sand out of here, which equals about 6 inches of new tunnel. Something like that.
It's about one of me, and that's probably maybe 8.
I think that's about it for the video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
Check out the merch.
Yeah.
It helps the channel. It makes the beer fund way easier to afford.
Subscribe to Kyle, Lazy Hunter. I don't think he has any content yet, but you can still subscribe to him.
You can still subscribe and like.
Thank you to everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.